Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dang Xiong. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Recently, there has been a lot of discussion on Chinese internet platforms, particularly in the financial sector, regarding the sudden appointment of Li Yunze, a member of Gen X, as the head of China's top financial regulatory body, the party secretary of the Financial Regulatory Bureau. Despite being born in the 1970s, Li Yunze has become the first party secretary of this bureau. This appointment has ignited a significant debate among Chinese online communities, especially within the financial sector. Interestingly, other appointments such as the director of the Data Bureau have not garnered such attention on the internet. It is specifically Li Yunze's appointment as the party secretary of the Financial Regulatory Bureau that has generated extensive discussion. I would like to share some insights into the truth behind this internet sensation and explain why this seemingly straightforward personnel change has caused such a commotion in Chinese society. In the recent concluded 2 sessions held in March, China implemented a series of institutional reforms aimed at enhancing the Communist Party's role in economic management. These reforms focused on empowering the CCP with specific responsibilities. As part of these changes, the CCP Central Committee established key entities such as the Working Department of the Central Committee, the Financial Commission, and the Financial Work Committee. The emphasis was on ensuring the party organs not only provide macro-level leadership, but also directly oversee crucial matters, particularly in the financial sector. This aspect of the reforms reflects ongoing efforts to strengthen the CCP's influence in economic governance. Another aspect of the reform pertains to 3 specific changes made to the State Council system. First, there was the establishment of the Financial Regulatory Bureau, which received significant attention during the discussions on the new round of financial reforms at the 2 sessions. Secondly, the establishment of the Data Bureau was initiated in response to Xi Jinping's emphasis on digital security. And thirdly, the Ministry of Science and Technology underwent a restructuring. This restructuring involved adjusting its functions, making it a relatively straightforward process to implement. The Data Bureau has been successfully established with the appointment of its director, and the head of the Financial Regulatory Bureau, the party secretary, has also been appointed. These appointments were made in line with the goals outlined during the 2 sessions discussions on institutional reforms. Why is there no discussion of or controversy surrounding the appointment of the director of the Data Bureau, while Li Yunze's appointment has sparked controversy? People might draw comparisons because the new director of the Data Bureau is a highly esteemed information expert in China. When he assumes the role of director of the Data Bureau, there is no controversy within the information and the data sector, given his expertise. However, the significant controversy and the dissatisfaction surrounding Li Yunze are rooted in 2 main concerns as observed from online discussions. The first concern revolves around Li Yunze's limited experience. It is noted that Li Yunze entered the professional arena relatively late, serving as a section chief in a branch of China Construction Bank in Tianjin at the age of 30. In essence, as of the year 2000, he held the position of section chief in a Tianjin branch. However, he has now swiftly ascended to the rank of a senior minister-level official. This unconventional career advancement has become a subject of questioning on the internet. The second point of concern is that the leaders of the previous regulatory bodies, such as the China Banking Regulatory Commission, China Insurance Regulatory Commission, China Security Regulatory Commission, or the China Banking and Insurance Regulatory Commission, followed a consistent pattern of promotion and had specific experience requirements. They had previously served as presidents of the 6 major state-owned banks in China and held high-ranking positions. However, Li Yunze deviates from this pattern as he lacks the same track record and experience. Astute internet users have noticed the peculiar career trajectory of Li Yunze, particularly the notable influence of someone nurturing him since 2015, commonly referred to as a rocket ride in colloquial terms. So, what unfolded after 2015? In that year, Li Yunze was transferred from the investment department of China Construction Bank's headquarters to assume the role of branch president in Chongqing. After 1 year as president, he was swiftly promoted to the position of vice president at the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, ICBC, in 2016. Following a little over a year in that capacity, he was appointed as the vice governor of Sichuan province in 2018. Examining his promotional journey from 2015 to 2018 reveals a deliberate effort by someone to advance his career. Why is Li Yunze highly regarded by Xi Jinping? As the party secretary of the Financial Regulatory Bureau, which holds the highest authority in overseeing the financial system under the State Council, Li Yunze's appointment would undoubtedly have undergone careful consideration by Xi Jinping. Upon closer examination, some observers have found that Li Yunze shares special intersections and relationships with Xi Jinping. These unique connections might provide an explanation for Li Yunze's swift progression in his career. Based on the information available in Li Yunze's public resume, he held positions in the Planning and Finance Department as well as the newly established Equity Service Department of China Construction Bank between 2008 and 2015. He later became the central manager of the Equity Investment Department after 2010. This raises questions about the connection between his position and the Xi Jinping family. Online research reveals that the largest and most profitable company associated with the Xi Jinping family is Everbright Bank. How did Everbright Bank came into existence? In 2010, a company registered by the Xi Jinping family, Qinchuan Dadi Investment Co Limited, formed a joint venture with China Construction Bank to establish Everbright Bank. This marked the Xi Jinping family's entry into national-scale business activities. So, who are the owners of Qinchuan Dadi Investment Co Limited? The company has 2 entities behind it, Shenzhen Everbright Industrial Corporation and Shenzhen Everbright Investment Corporation. And who are the shareholders of these 2 companies? They are Qi Chaoqiao and Deng Jiagui, who coincidentally are Xi Jinping's sister and brother-in-law. What kind of business does Qinchuan Dadi engage in Beijing? They are involved in real estate and the resale of coal from Shanxi province to other parts of the country. While their coal trading business is relatively small compared to major coal companies, the establishment of the joint venture Everbright Bank with China Construction Bank in 2010 marked the beginning of the Xi Jinping family's involvement in national business endeavors. According to available information, Everbright Bank has collaborated with various local governments in China to invest in 12 major bridges. The bank acquires loans from China Construction Bank and then lends these funds to local governments for bridge construction. Repayment of the loan is made by the local governments using their fiscal revenues. This business model ensures a guaranteed income and mutually beneficial outcomes. It involves leveraging funds from China Construction Bank for bridge construction projects facilitated by Everbright Bank, which profits from the interest rate difference. This has proven to be the most profitable venture for the Xi Jinping family. The establishment and operation of Everbright Bank, from its inception to its closure, occurred during Li Yunze's tenure and under his direct supervision. After assuming office in 2012, Xi Jinping implemented measures to address family businesses. Two actions were taken. Firstly, the shareholders of Shenzhen Everbright Industrial Corporation Limited and Shenzhen Everbright Investment Corporation Limited, which are associated with the Xi Jinping family, were replaced. They were substituted by Xu Zaisheng, an employee within the companies. Currently, Xu Zaisheng is the shareholder of both companies, although the source of funds for acquiring the shares remains unknown. Nonetheless, changes have been made to the shareholders' name. The second action involved the sale of the Xi Jinping family's shares in Everbright Bank to Xiao Jianhua. Xiao Jianhua, operating through his company Tomorrow Holding Group, obtained a 50% stake in Everbright Bank, previously held by Qinchuan Dadi Investment Co, a company registered under the Xi Jinping family. Subsequently, Xiao Jianhua disclosed this information to the New York Times, leading to significant troubles. While Xiao Jianhua's current predicament is officially attributed to allegations of illegal financing, the underlying cause stems from his disclosure of the wealth accumulation with the Xi Jinping family, which incurred Xi Jinping's displeasure. Currently, Everbright Bank no longer exists as a company. It was officially dissolved in 2014. Li Yunze played a significant role in helping the Xi Jinping family establish Everbright Bank, which allowed them to generate a substantial profit. Subsequently, he transferred ownership of shares and dissolved the company, effectively eliminating any trace of the lucrative dealings between the Xi Jinping family and the China Construction Bank. These actions were carefully concealed, making future investigations extremely challenging. Did Li Yunze accomplish a remarkable feat for the Xi family? Undoubtedly. In 2014, he successfully concluded the affairs of Everbright Bank, wiping the state clean. Since then, he has ascended to great heights, experiencing a rapid career progression. In 2015, he was appointed as the president of China Construction Bank's branch in Chongqing. After serving for only 1 year, he swiftly transitioned to the position of vice president of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China. Over a year later, he assumed the role of vice governor in Sichuan province, and he currently serves as the party secretary of the China Banking Regulatory Commission. Based on an analysis of these processes, it is reasonable to raise suspicions about the peculiar personnel arrangements concerning Li Yunze. His exceptional career trajectory indicates that he has been instrumental in amassing wealth for the Xi family. It is only through this lens that we can comprehend why Li Yunze has garnered the attention of Xi Jinping. Can Li Yunze help the Xi family accumulate wealth? Certainly. The Xi family can prosper through legitimate means as long as they abide by the law and conduct their affairs ethically, avoiding any form of tax evasion. If this is the case, Xi Jinping's promotion of Li Yunze can be seen as a recognition of his abilities and a commitment to meritocracy. However, it is essential for Xi Jinping to publicly disclose the details of the business transactions between his family and the China Construction Bank. Were there any improper dealings? Was there any favoritism involved? Without addressing these concerns, the decision to promote Li Yunze is likely to face criticism from the public. Therefore, we strongly urge Xi Jinping to demonstrate transparency regarding his family's business activities and address any potential illegal activities or breaches of the public interest. Good luck to us. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly. Until then, be well.